We're back with another Train Track Talk with Mark. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today was why I started weightlifting. I read a book, a really good book, a while back called Start With Why. It's all about the best way to get started in any endeavor that you have in life, and they always say start with why. So why are you doing something? And for me, why I started weightlifting goes back about 5 years. When I first started doing training, I went to a local CrossFit gym, which is owned and ran by my friend Pete Roberts. It's called Quantum CrossFit. It's a really cool gym, and that was actually the first place where I saw people doing snatch and clean and jerk. And at this CrossFit gym in particular, they had separate classes for weightlifting. So if you were in a general class, you weren't allowed to do the snatch and clean and jerk. So I never really got to learn how. I just saw people doing these crazy movements with a barbell, and at that time I had just learned a back squat. I could barely do a front squat. Learning how to do like a Romanian deadlift or a hip hinge took me about 20 minutes. So I was really fresh into weight training, and seeing these people do snatch and clean and jerk, it just seemed so far out of my league that I didn't even consider doing it myself. Around that same time, I also started watching YouTube videos on weightlifting. So I watched a lot of Cal Strength videos, and the energy and excitement and enthusiasm and just the general fun those guys had in the gym was really infectious, and started a little fire in me to learn how to do weightlifting myself. So seeing guys like John North and Kevin Cornell and Donnie Shankle throw weights around was a huge inspiration for me, and I'm really indebted to them to introducing me to the sport in the first place. And I always remembered this one quote that I saw on a poster. It was John North saying, I don't love lifting weights, I love expressing myself. So that's part of the reason why I lift weights. It's a way for me to express the strongest version of myself through a physical endeavor. So those are the two reasons why I got interested in weightlifting in the first place. And those are two of the reasons why I have the mindset I do towards weightlifting that I have right now. It really is a way for me to express who I am on the inside in a more outward fashion. So I have this kind of theory that everyone is already as strong as they want to be on the inside. So we always say we want to be strong, we want to be determined, we want to be disciplined, we want to be decisive, we want to be compassionate, we want to be all those things, when really you already are all those things. And weight training and weightlifting specifically for a lot of people is a way to show them who they really are. So for me, I do weightlifting, I snatch and clean and jerk because it is the most poignant way to show me who I am. If I am being lazy, weightlifting will show me. If I am being disciplined and determined, weightlifting will show me. If I'm feeling weak, weightlifting can show me that I'm strong. So for me, the reason why I weightlift on a deeper level is because it gives me a clear picture of what my life is like and which direction I'm headed in. There's a great essay by Henry Rollins called The Iron Never Lies. I think that's the title. But that is another great inspiration for me in my weightlifting journey, because I know the weights will never lie to me. I know if I can lift it or I can't. It's a very tangible thing, very black and white, and that's what I love about it. I also lift weights because it allows me to connect with other people. So when I'm coaching someone or when I'm training with someone, it is just an instant way to have a bond with someone and to help show that person what they are really made of. So weightlifting spans just so many different areas of my life, and I'm so grateful that I found it. I was actually reminiscing the other day about, or Julie, my girlfriend, was asking me why or when did you start training? And I kind of just looked back at the moments in my life when I did start training and started weight training, and just following that progression to where I am now is really phenomenal, because that was only about 4.5, 5 years ago, and going from learning how to do a back squat to being able to release a product with Strength Camp and be a coach here at Strength Camp and to coach people in Olympic style weightlifting is really mind-blowing for me, and it really is an honor. So that's why I started weightlifting. So there's so many people I'm grateful to over the years for exposing me more and more to the sport, from Pete Roberts, who was my first coach, to the guys at Cal Strength who really motivated me and showed me how fun weightlifting can be, to all the training partners I've had through the years. Alex Sammy, I didn't shout him out in my last video about training partners, but he's been really influential for me in terms of how to train and why to train, to the people I train with right now. So it's been a huge progression, but it's been a part of my life that if I didn't have it, I don't know where I'd be at right now. So what I would suggest for you guys is to find out or to think about why you train, and also think about how it adds to your life. I know I talked about this before, but we can often get into a cycle of doing things that are selfish and take away from other aspects of your life. But find a reason why weight training or weightlifting or powerlifting or bodybuilding or whatever you like to do, find a reason why you do it, and find a reason why it adds to your life. So I hope that's been helpful for you guys to kind of see where I started, not even being able to do a Romanian deadlift or a deadlift. I had to deadlift off blocks, not even being able to back squat, to being able to coach people in weightlifting today and in the future. So like I said, I hope that helped. I hope this train track talk has been the best one of all time. I think it has been, and I'll see you guys in the next video.